There's got to be something on this crap. Oh my god. Is this really... what is this? What channel is this? Oh my god, look at the state of his suit.
I appear to have landed on a planet with an extraordinary amount of organic material.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fuck that. Okay, we'll try this.
What did the tree say when spring arrived? What a relief. I'm not afraid of taking my socks off. I just get cold feet. Why do I find it so hard to speak my mind? Because it's not always the right thing to do. Well, that was fantastic, wasn't it? But make sure you stick around until after the break, where I, George Ong, professional comedian and all-round man of great taste, decide who is 2024's funny little man.
All right, break for one.
Jesus Christ. You see the state of this lot? You know, one of them tried to touch me earlier on. I swear to God, I've been thinking about his feet for the last 10 minutes. The network got in touch as well. They say we've got a second season. You know, they put a renewal clause on my contract. My lawyers completely missed it. You know, the main problem is, right, Netflix specials that I did for them, they've taken all the content, they've got all the rights. So all I've got for this gig, right, is this kind of like weird gig in the back of a bookshop in like arse end of nowhere.
Back in one.
Yeah, I get it, all right. You know, this was supposed to be a weird set anyway. Oh, and I can't even like edit out the stuff that didn't really land the first time because, you know, I've got this recurring joke the whole time. Oh, man, oh man, oh man. Whatever. There's a break. So, I mean, you know, if it goes badly, I'll just spend the summer in the French Riviera with Natalie Portman like I said.
April 18th, 2022. It's the 785th day of my PhD. Is it possible to develop a sexual response to a person to which they hold no physical attraction? To this end, I have begun with recording and evaluating my experience of masturbating to a picture of Albert Einstein. The work is long. The work is long and rarely hard.
If you're obsessed about something, I guess it kind of helps to just go and do a PhD in it. My friend Mark, he was obsessed with the pub. He loved to drink, he loved to play pool, he loved to throw darts. So I guess it was just obvious for him that he decided to do a PhD in sociology. And he published a lot of papers in his time. Recently, let me get the name of it, it's The Evolutionary Origin of Bitter Taste Receptors in Jawed Vertebrates.
So I'm already getting an idea from that. Bitter taste receptors. This guy likes his coffee black, right? He likes his chocolate dark, and he likes his toast burnt. I'm thinking he gets a margarita, he dusts off the sand, and he puts it upside down in an
Did you say sand?
Yep, classic George Midat slog.
What do you mean?
He still loses his audience every time.
How about his Netflix special?
They never aired them. He lost his money, he lost his rights. They're turning one of his jokes into a film franchise. If he didn't have this show, he'd be out on his feet.
Oh shit. Like I knew that his lawyer was sleeping on the renewal clause.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got a break in the one. If he doesn't finish with the laugh, he's going to be insufferable.
Yeah, shouldn't you be on a camera?
Should I?
Without him, we wouldn't know that animals 400 million years ago might be able to taste a Negroni. They'd have figured out fermentation. Fucking idiots.
You've seen the first half of our pre-recorded set, but wait till after the break for the second half. We'll be right back.
Back in one.
Oh, God. You're totally killing it out there, man.
Oh, I had them. For a minute, I had them.
Maybe use a joke from the Netflix special.
I can't, they'd sue me.
Fuck them.
No.
They're taking advantage of you.
That's not the point.
That's all you've got.
Yeah, maybe it is all I've got. Okay.
That's the spirit. Make Natalie proud.
Social acceleration. So I read a book, or like the first 10 pages of a book. It's all about like how the way that we're connected to each other, like our personal networks, it all increases our like perception of time. So in this book, they have to find a way of saying the time that stuff happens, and they use the word time horizons. And I think like that's just a perfect name for like a straight to Netflix action rom-com time travel adventure. Time horizons.
Starting to believe.
You have to do research, right? You have to find ways of getting data. You look at a microscope, you could see something. You could use a satellite, you get something from space. Or you could do like a statistical analysis to figure out what the optimum actors and actors are to play in the time travel action rom-com Time Horizons. It's actually Will Smith and Vanessa Hudgens. They're pretty different ages. That's what makes it so good. It's a time travel, man. Where was I going with this?
Right. Yeah, right. Sorry. What is ethnographics? Ethnographics is just if you're, say, for a sociology PhD student, that's how you're going to get your data. You're going to go into the field. Simple as that. So let's bring back Mark. What did Mark do when he was studying for the gentrification of pub sports? He went to the social club, of course. He had a couple of pints, yeah? He threw some darts, yeah? He had a couple more pints. Played a bit of bingo.
Then he probably had a bit of karaoke with the elderly woman who's been staring at him all night from across the room. And then he's obviously allowed himself to be coerced into the disabled toilets by the elderly woman who's looking at him from across the room. And that's fine. That's reasonable. Paper entitled "I Am Not Alone." We are all alone. I am not alone, we are all alone. Using masturbation as an ethnographic practice in research. I actually have some of his diary entries, right, from his research here. So we'll just finish on that. It's day 785 of my PhD. Is it possible that without previous inclination one can develop sexual response to those who hold no physical attraction? To this end, I have begun reading and evaluating my experiences masturbating to the time travel action rom-com Time Horizon with Will Smith and Vanessa Hudgens.
Thank you and good night. Thank you and good night. Bye-bye. Right. Oh, and Sneaky George. You won the competition. The judges found you vulnerable but charming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's Netflix. Will Smith stole the show. They're suing the whole network. George. George, do you hear me? George?
Yeah.
George.
Do you hear me? George!
Yes, Mr. Flint?
That dodgy network keep harassing me about that comedy game show. I thought you were going to handle it.
Well, I thought it sounded like a pretty good gig.
But that's not the point, is it? Will Smith only at his back playing disc golf. They rang me direct. Must know my lawyers are useless daydreamers. I'm on the Time Horizon sequel.
Troll, I appear to have landed on a planet with an extraordinary amount of organic material.
But sir, according to our science, it looks like you've barely moved.
Yes, I must have crossed the time horizon.
Yeah. I found myself on a planet with an extraordinary amount of organic material. Yeah.